behave. Of course, tonight's match is going to be watched very closely by the wives and girlfriends of the players. Our match day wags, it's Harvey's Mrs. Alicia and Danny's girlfriend, Nikki Thompson. Welcome to the show.
Big round of applause. Nice.
Do you mind being called a wag?
It's kind of weird. We were saying before, weren't we? Because we're not. It's kind of like really weird.
For one day only.
The wag for the day.
They are officially footballers for the day. So.
Yeah, they are. Exactly.
Enjoy your moment.
Alicia, let's talk about Harvey first of all. Graham's saying that he's got a test of temperament today. He's going to be playing up against Dennis Irwin.
Yeah.
And, you know, it might be tough for him to get past him, so he's going to have to pace himself. Do you think he can do it?
I think he can do it. You know, as long as there's no dirty play, he'll be very calm. As long as it's clean.
As long as there's no dirty play.
They will.
Wouldn't it be a dream? I think there'll be a bit of dirty play.
I think you'll find
today.
Harvey's earmarked for particularly that reason, but it's just whether he can deal with it is the question.
No, I think he'll be able to handle it. I think he'll like the challenge. And, I mean, he respects, you know, Dennis, so it'll be very interesting to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's not particularly known for dirty play, Dennis Irwin, is he?
No, I don't think
but
he is.
I think that what they see is that Harvey might be capable of slightly, seeing the red mist descend and then not concentrate on the football, so they might just target him.
But if you think about it, like last year, the times when Harvey kind of had a moment was if there was an injustice, if one of the players was, done a dirty tackle on or somebody was, wrong fouled, that's when he would kind of step up to that passion that he has. But generally, he's a clean player.
Okay. Have you noticed the difference in him between last year and this year?
He's getting all sentimental, isn't he, with them? I love you guys. It's like running like a girl in the water. No, he seems a lot calmer, actually. I think it's third year, he's settled into it now. He's relaxing into it and just enjoying it and taking it all in.
And as the year comes along, I mean, like Ralph was saying, his whole year is building up to this big match. But is Harvey the same? Does he think about it all year? Does he train towards it,
Yeah, he does. And obviously he's in a musical, and he did say to get this week away and get back to football, which is his real passion, he says he goes insane if he doesn't play football. So it does keep him on the straight and narrow.
On the straight and narrow. Nikki, obviously, Danny's your man.
Yes.
Now, he made it on for 3 minutes, as you remind the gaffer early on today last year. Now, how confident going into this year's match was he of actually making it into Graham's starting 11?
I think Danny knew that this year he's in a completely different headspace and he was totally ready for it, and he's trained to the max all this week, so he's just really put all his all into it. And I think that he was obviously worried because last year he did only get 3 minutes and he was gutted, can't say that he wasn't, and I think he was a bit nervous this year that maybe there'll be players out there that will be better in his position, because Rocky's a really good player, and Danny respected him so much for that, and he was very scared that because Rocky is such a good player, he could have got into the starting squad. But I'm just really happy for him that he's got to, because Danny played, as well as Harvey, he played professional football when he was younger, so to do this and come out on Newcastle's ground's amazing.
How will he cope with the pressure? He's been a star. He got the best attitude award at the awards ceremony, which he must have been very proud. But how will he cope with the pressure, which will be immense this evening? I
think he'll cope really well, because he loves football. It's one major passion of his life, and he plays for a couple of teams as well at home. I'll say them, Old Standians, the lads that my friends. So they played, and in Pilgrim's Hatch plays as well. So he plays all the time. Yeah. But to run out to somewhere like Newcastle, get on the pitch, I think more than terrified, he'll just be so excited. And I think he's just going to cope with the pressure and use the pressure in a positive way.
OK, well, you two, if you're wags, you've got some shopping to do. You've got an hour before closing time. So get to it.
Eating to do.
OK, let's join Kelly Dalglish over at the Academy and see how the lads are getting on right now.
Well, Mark, it's true that some of the boys here are missing their wags, but some of them aren't, and that's a shame, because it's because they haven't got any, isn't it, Ralph?
Actually, that's not true. I've had a girlfriend for nearly a year now. Thank you very much.
Is she coming to watch you? Is she coming to watch you tonight?
She is coming to watch, and I'll be putting her onto you to have a chat, trying to expose me on national television.
I wasn't trying to do that. Now, you've been doubtful all week. You've had physio on your ankle today. So what does it mean to be in the starting 11 tonight?
Oh, it's everything, really. I mean, the whole year, every ball I've kicked, every run I've been on all year has been in preparation for this, in preparation for tonight. So, obviously it was a bit worrying earlier this week. But the fact is I'm starting, and I'm going to be wearing a splint and strapped up, but hopefully it's all going to go well.
And you were saved earlier in the evening from the bench. So what was it like when you were picked in the starting 11, especially after that?
Well, it's unbelievable. I was really chuffed that the lads got behind me and decided to vote me back in. And, now I'm just looking forward to going and getting the job done.
And Anthony, you played last year. Is it going to be as big a thrill this time round at St James's Park?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it was obviously a boyhood dream last year, but at the end of the day, we lost. I feel a lucky lad to get this chance again, and we've got a chance to rectify it and get the win this year.
Lucky lad tonight, but you were unlucky last year with that incredible save from Neville Southall. So how much do you want to score tonight?
Well, I mean, Neville isn't in goal this year, like, so.
Yeah, but you've not seen Andy Gorham yet.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. And Sam, you've been given the striking role along with Darren Campbell. So are you the answer to Graham's striking problems?
Ask me after the match and I'll give you the answer.
Are you going to be taking the free kicks tonight as well?
I can't tell you that because the legends might be watching, so we can't give away anything about
All right,
the game.
don't give away anything. But is it true you're adopting a shoot-on-sight strategy?
My lips are sealed.
Oh, for the first time ever, Sam, you're not giving us anything here. Well, we're going to go over to some of the guys whose wags were in the studio now. Harvey and Danny are here as well. Harvey, it seems really, really quiet this year. Have you noticed a difference?
Yeah, I have.
I mean, not you, obviously.
Yeah, I have noticed a difference. That I think people are more focused this year because last year we went into the game with the wrong attitude, and I think we're going to go in there humble pie and just get on with the job.
What about the Legends squad this year? Do you think it's stronger than it was last year?
It's just the way it goes, isn't it? They've got a few new additions, but that's just life. You've got to expect that. Dennis Irwin, yeah, he's a new addition. I think Colin Hendry, but we're not focused on that. We're just focused on what we've got to do.
And your wife Alicia's in the studio. Do you have a message for her?
I miss you. I'm sorry I missed your birthday yesterday, but we'll celebrate tonight, hopefully, in both the right ways.
And Danny Young's also... Oh, you're gonna get in so much trouble when you see her. Danny, your girlfriend Nikki's also in the studio as well. What would you like to say to her?
I hate when people put me on the spotlight. I Nick, right, baby, shall we?
Right, guys. Well, I think it's probably fair to say Danny's going to do his talking on the pitch tonight, but we'll keep up to date with everything that's happening at the academy.
Thanks, Kelly.
He's
Two
so embarrassed.
modern-day romantics. The girls were so embarrassed they fled the studio.